Hello everyone, and welcome to UNI TV's weekly live program. I'm Kinsey.
And I'm Mackenzie. Today we're going to throw it all the way back to last week in the exciting events of UNI Homecoming 2K15. This is UNI TV.
Right now, from the University of Northern Iowa, this is UNI TV News.
On Tuesday night, the royalty contestants got to show off why they deserve to be king and queen, as they showed their talents for the judges and the students in attendance.
Okay, so when I found out that I was nominated, the first thing that came to my mind was, what am I going to do for my talent? Because I can't really sing or dance, so I just thought of two things that I love. I love UNI, and I love rapping. I may not be the best at it, but I love rapping. So what I did was I just took all the lyrics to the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song, and I just themed them to fit UNI, something that I love, and performed it for the students. And before we went on stage, I'm not going to lie, I was extremely nervous. However, afterwards and during it, it was so much fun. Like, I loved going first. I thought it was going to be awful, but it was so much fun, and then I just got to sit back and relax and watch everybody else. I loved it.
I begged and pleaded with her day after day, but she packed my backpack and set me on my way. She gave me a kiss and then she showed me her ticket. I put my game bibs on and said I might as well kick it.
UNI Homecoming Court got to showcase their talents on Tuesday night and show why they deserve to be king or queen. There were 10 acts in all, ranging from magic to comedy to dancing.
No, so I got how I found out I was nominated was I got an email for my first nomination, and I was nominated a second time, so I decided to apply. I actually was going to apply after the first nomination, but I kind of put it off. I kind of applied last minute, to tell you the truth, but I thought it was kind of cool being on Homecoming Court. A good friend of mine, Jacob Ferguson, is the Homecoming King from last year, and I guess the first thought that kind of popped in my head was like, oh, that'd be kind of funny if Jacob crowned me king. Even that it's just kind of a humbling experience being on the stage with 4 other candidates that are relatively involved members of UNI's campus community. Yeah, and I definitely consider myself a relatively involved person. A lot less than I probably should be at times, but it was cool. As predicted, it was the King of Hearts, everybody.
So, I'm Jamie Miller. I am the Homecoming Executive on the Campus Activities Board. My role in Homecoming is I kind of have a hand in everything, but at the beginning of the year when we're like figuring out what we want our theme to be, kind of what events we want, we delegate those tasks to each committee member. So 2 people might be in charge of an event, 1 person might be in charge of an event. And then I kind of just help them along the way. We have meetings every week. We figure out where we want it to be, when we want it to be, what we want to do. We figure out the theme in advance. Yeah, but like I said, I just kind of have a hand in everything. But I have amazing committee members that just have done such a good job. So tonight was a breeze. Tonight went really well.
I called my aunt and told her I made it on Homecoming Court, and I was like, for the talent competition, I'm just gonna get up on stage and do what I do best. And she was like, oh, you're gonna eat. And I was like, oh, you know me so well.
Reporting for UNI TV, this is Elliot Eggleston.
Thanks, Elliot. That was a really fun night for everyone involved. After all the votes were tallied on Friday, Archie Harden won king and Molly Norman won queen. Great job with showing off your talents, guys.
Kinsey, do you like food? I don't want to speak for everyone, but I would say most humans do. I try to eat at least once a day. Lucky for us, last Wednesday, the UNI's Campus Activities Board held a free picnic in honor of Homecoming Week.
In the shade of the Campanile, UNI held a free picnic last Wednesday from 11 to 2. Picnic goers were treated to free food like hot dogs, hamburgers, and apple slices.
Yeah. Wow, I can't think of her name right now.
Even President Rude was there, hanging out with the students and faculty.
Over on Ridgeway? Yeah, on Ridgeway. How is it? I heard it was good.
There was a ball pit with room for at least 4 people. Some people played 9 Square, which is a game similar to 4 Square, but with an extra 5 whole squares. A dog made a special appearance, fetching the ball pit balls. For UNI TV, I'm David Taylor.
Thanks, David. Now that you mention it, I could really go for a hot dog right now.
Me too. You know what's awesome about casinos? Everything. Except for the whole losing money part. Well, last week, UNI brought a casino to campus for homecoming, allowing students to embrace the gambling atmosphere at no expense.
Last Wednesday night was casino night in the ballroom of Mocker Union. It was just one of the many great events of homecoming week. Students got the chance to play all sorts of different games you would play in a real casino, just without having to put large amounts of cash on the line. There were still prizes for the winners, and even though they weren't playing for the big bucks, each and every game was an adrenaline rush for these students. The coolest part of the event were the mixologists. These professionals were serving up delicious mocktails all night in an exciting fashion. They were great guys with some serious skill. Everything they did was cool and had students waiting for their cold refreshment in pure amazement. Casino night was a huge hit, an exciting environment with bright lights, great music, tasty drinks, and fun games. This is Ryan Herring reporting with UNI TV.
Thanks, Ryan. And also a big thank you to the mixology group Liquid Motion for joining us last week. Those mocktails were thebomb.com.
This weekend, students from all across campus gathered around the Campanile to mingle with fellow Panthers. This is an annual homecoming tradition. Michaela Ayler has the story.
The air was filled with joy and laughter of the night as students waited around for the clock to strike midnight. Campaigning is one of the oldest and most popular of the traditions around UNI. But now begs the question, what exactly is campaigning? I spoke with senior Olivia Steffen about just what this campaigning thing is.
So campaigning is one of the oldest traditions we have at UNI. So on the Friday night of homecoming, when the clock strikes midnight, you're supposed to kiss your significant other, and you're supposed to do it within your 4 years at UNI, or 5, however long you're here for. But if you don't feel like campaigning on a particular year, you can always croupineal, which is the newfound tradition of the UNI students. But this is going to be my 3rd year attending. Yeah, my sophomore year I had strep throat, so I couldn't attend.
Have you ever been kissed?
Yes, I have.
This year, campaigneers were treated to hot chocolate, coffee, and even a choir. For more news, this is Michaela Ayler with UNI TV.
Thanks, Michaela. Looks like lips weren't the only things mingling.
Last Saturday, the UNI family gathered together to celebrate homecoming with a parade. Astrid Araya has the story.
The first UNI Homecoming Parade was in 1922 during the 3rd Homecoming celebration at UNI. This past Saturday, the UNI family dressed up in purple and gold to celebrate their 93rd Homecoming celebration, called Once Upon a Time. Different groups, clubs, organizations, and teams like the UNI volleyball team, international student promoters, Cedar River Productions, and other more gathered together that morning to decorate their carts and participate in the 90th parade at UNI. It started from Gilchrist parking lot, passes through College Street, and finished in Campbell parking lot. The parade was a great opportunity for the UNI fans to get more of that Panther spirit before the game. Don't forget to come and support this event and get more involved in the UNI family. This is Astrid Araya for UNI TV.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Looks like locals had a great time. Thanks, Astrid. Well, I'm sorry to say it, but it's time for our first break.
When we return, we'll provide an update on Panther sports, Disney music, and catch another segment of Avon's Awful Interviews. All that and more when we come back.
My name is Paras Upredi. I'm a senior economics and math double major, and I'm from Kathmandu, Nepal.
My name is Malekta Nasiwu, and I'm from Ethiopia.
I'm Harsha Verma. I'm majoring in computer science, and I'm a freshman from Bangalore, India.
My name is Michelle, and I'm from Malaysia. Currently a sophomore, and I'm a biology major and also a pre-chiropractic.
When I was applying for school in the States, I looked into a lot of different schools, and I thought UNI was like the perfect mix of big and small. There are like not too many people from my country that I would always be speaking in my language, but there are like just enough people so that I can get help from them if I need them.
What I love about UNI is the class size, the ratio of the students and the professors.
I have good access with my professors. They're very helpful to assist me with any class questions or other matters.
International students find a home away from home here at UNI, where they have strong academic programs to choose from, where they have a good, safe, friendly environment to live in, and where there's opportunities both in the classroom and out of the classroom for them to excel, for them to experience new things, and for them to prepare for a career.
Welcome back to the Homecoming episode of UNI TV.
Let's go to Elliot for Panther Homecoming Sports and Entertainment.
Thanks, Kinsey and Mackenzie. Last Friday night, the McLeod Center held its third annual McLeod Madness event in order to kick off UNI's women's and men's basketball season. UNI TV's Ian Shilhonick gives us a closer look.
McLeod Madness 2015 was similar to past years, as it saw a three-point contest between men and women's basketball players, with this year's finalists being Matt Bohannon of the men's basketball team and Amber Sorensen of the women's basketball team. And Matt Bohannon edged her out for the three-point champion of McLeod Madness. There was a scrimmage between women's basketball players and their practice squad, and the men's basketball team against other members of the men's basketball team. There was also a dunk contest, which saw members of the men's basketball team try and do their best dunks for the crowd and for guest judges. The winner of that dunk contest was Wes Washburn. Also, in this year's McLeod Madness, there was a different setup for the free tuition, and it saw a UNI student walk away with some free tuition for next semester. So there you have it. That was McLeod Madness 2015. For UNI TV, I'm Ian Shilhonick.
Thanks, Ian. That event looked like a blast. I think we're all looking forward to this year's season. It's no secret that any good football game has started off with some good old tailgating, and it's no different for this one. Seasoned reporter Corey Wegner shed some light on what Saturday morning had to offer.
I'm Corey Wagner here with UNI TV. I'm here with the band at UNI Homecoming. It's been pretty exciting so far.
There was many homecoming festivities for the whole family to enjoy this year. My favorite was the marching band. The UNI fight song really got the crowd pumped for the big game. I'm Corey Wagner, a little dazed and confused from the tailgating extravaganza. Now back to you in the studio, buddy.
Thanks, buddy. Looks like you guys had a lot of fun out there. Rich Redmond, a top recording artist and touring musician, visited UNI on October 16th and 17 as a guest artist with the UNI Panther Marching Band. Redmond is one of the most in-demand drummers in the music industry. He has toured and performed with countless artists, including Jason Aldean, Ludacris, Kelly Clarkson, Kid Rock, Jewel, Joe Perry, and more. Redmond has been featured on 19 #1 hits, sold more than 13 million downloads, recorded multiple platinum records, and performed live for more than 1 million people each year. On Saturday, October 17th, Redmond played with the UNI Marching Band during the halftime show of the homecoming football game. The performance was titled, "Give the Drummer Some." To view the full show, visit YouTube and search Panther Marching Band Give the Drummer Some. This is the Panther Marching Band's first time performing with a national recording artist, and we couldn't have been more thrilled to have Rich on campus to play with us, said Danny Gallion, Associate Professor of Music and Director of the Panther Marching Band. He is a performer of the highest caliber and an incredible drummer. The Panther Marching Band will perform at 3 more football games this year, as well as live show on November 17th in the Great Hall of the Gallagher Bludorn Performing Arts Center. For tickets, visit unitix.uni.edu. This year's homecoming theme was Once Upon a Time. Our very own Jake Henry took this opportunity to give us a review of his favorite Disney soundtracks. Let's take a look.
Hello, this is Jake Henry reporting for UNI TV, and the University of Northern Iowa just wrapped up their homecoming week with the theme Once Upon a Time. Going along with the theme of Once Upon a Time is Disney princess movies. It's almost impossible to avoid, so I'm going to talk about my favorite soundtrack from my favorite Disney princess movie.
I'm wishing for the one I love to find me.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was released in 1937 by Walt Disney Film and was the first commercially issued film soundtrack. The musical score for the film was composed by Paul J. Smith and Lee Harlan, featuring songs from Adriana Caselotti, Harry Stockwell, and of course, my personal favorite, the Dwarf Chorus, who perform Hi-Ho.
Hi-ho, hi-ho, it's home from work we go. Hi-ho, 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 hi-ho.
This is Jake Henry reporting for UNI TV, signing off.
Wow, thanks Jake. Who knew one person could have so much insight on a Disney soundtrack? That was very enlightening. Well, that's it for this week's Panther Sports and Entertainment. Back to you, Kinsey and Mackenzie.
Well, that was fun. Are you having fun, Kinsey?
So much fun.
It's hard not to. Looks like it's time for another break.
When we come back, our dear friend Avon will show us another creative interview process. Stick around.
Computer science program that was shown to me really showed a lot of value that I would gain and a lot of knowledge I would gain for a future prospect.
Still a half an hour. University of Northern Iowa is pretty well known from where I came from. What are the environments that they are able to provide students, conducive area for us to optimize our learning skills and our campus experience.
When I came to the U.S., I thought I was going to be with only American students, but no, there are a lot of other different cultures too. So I got to learn both about the American culture and also other different cultures.
Moffy Union is another place that I would really like to be. It's always filled with people, it's always filled with excitement for me. It's a place where you can talk, you can have fun, you can eat, you can do just about anything.
You do a lot of learnings inside the classroom, but then there are other hands-on learning experience that are easily available.
UNI is a home itself to me because the people here and the community itself is warm and welcoming. Friends that I met through ISA and ISB, they are part of my good friends.
I have made a lot of friends, and my social interactions with UNI and its community have really grown.
International students have thousands of different choices when they look to study in the U.S. But I tell the students that if they're looking for an environment where they're going to be able to have 90 different majors to choose from, they're going to be able to have out-of-classroom, extracurricular experiences, and they're going to be able to make connections and friends here in the community, that UNI is a perfect choice for them.
Welcome back to UNI TV, the University of Northern Iowa's best live news show.
And that's because we're the only live news show. That doesn't stop us from having a little fun. This week, Avon Helgerson gifted us with one of his terrible interviews. Let's take a look.
Good afternoon, UNI TV. My name's Avon Helgerson, and today we're bringing you another awful interview. You know, people say you shouldn't eat with you should chew with your mouth closed. Well, we're not going to do that today. We're going to eat with our mouths open, and that's all we're going to do when we're talking. You should save that for later. Here you go. And so we're eating pancakes today. I'm here with my good friend and roommate, Bobby Orban.
We're not friends.
We're totally friends.
I'm just kidding.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. Do you want some syrup on your pancakes, by the way?
No, I'm good.
I mean, you're going to eat them with your hands, so I mean, I assume that.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Well, today's show, as you can probably tell from the other packages that I've gone through today, is the fact that we are, looking at the homecoming of this year, which was once upon a time, I believe, right?
Well, homecoming, it was a good time. I was actually on homecoming court. Yeah, camp and kneeling was fun too.
I have to get more food in my mouth. So, Bobby, besides camp and kneeling, what else did you like?
Well, I was on call in Panther Village.
That's right, you're in RA.
Yep, and one of the great things about Panther Village is it's quiet.
It's very quiet here.
So, I didn't have to get anybody in trouble, which is something that is most RAs do have to do during camp and kneeling.
Or during homecoming.
During homecoming,
Wow.
not camp and kneeling, homecoming.
Camping, I mean, can't really let people out during camp and kneeling for just, having fun, having a good time.
Yeah, definitely. And, oh my God, I'm not even that hungry anymore. Oh.
Keep eating, Bobby. You gotta chew with your mouth open.
Fuck. Okay.
You also have to talk with your mouth full.
I'm fine.
It makes it more dynamic audio log for me to edit. Pretty fun stuff.
All right, keep going.
What do you mean keep going?
Well, ask me more questions about homecoming.
Fine, so neat. Yeah, homecoming sounds pretty awesome.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna go to the game. Oh, my mom and Oliver, 40 years ago, she graduated college here at UNI.
So sticky. I'm sorry, yes, go on.
So her and her old friends, they'll come back up to school. And so they were at the pep rally when I did Pride Cry and when the homecoming king was announced. And they started chanting my name in an attempt to embarrass me.
But you didn't win, right? You didn't win?
Yeah, I didn't win, but that's right. And like I said, they tried to embarrass me, but all of my friends thought it was hilarious, so.
I thought it was hilarious.
You weren't even there. Were you?
Yeah, I was standing like 2 feet away from you.
No, I guess I just tried to block that out.
Oh, wow. This is why we're roommates. We get along so well. Oh yeah, you have to talk with your mouth open, Bobby. Even when you're drinking milk.
That's what I thought. Hey, my vomit. Oh my God, I've had way too much food.
Just keep eating. Just keep eating.
I can't.
It's like Thanksgiving. Just keep eating.
Oh.
Okay. So, we're talking about Pride Cry. So how do you like being
on homecoming court?
Yeah, on homecoming court.
Well, for the most part, it wasn't too bad. I'm not a person that likes a lot of attention, to tell you the truth. So the talent show was a little awkward. But it's kind of cool being in front of the student body. And I guess, in a way, representing UNI. Oh, on top of that too, we got a ride in convertibles during the homecoming parade, which was pretty cool.
I mean, yeah, convertibles were pretty.
They were pretty cool.
Pretty feminine.
I almost slept through the parade because my phone died that night, but
You should have told me I could have waken you up.
that's all right. Ugh.
I'm a good roommate. That's what roommates do.
True, you did let me in today.
Yeah, I did let you in today.
I have to take. I'm so tired right now. Whew.
You also have a class after this too, so, you know. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule, Bobby. So, make room for this interview.
I try.
Yep. Well, that's it for today. Yeah, thank you, Bobby. For UNI TV, this is Evan Helgerson.
And Bobby Orman, signing off.
Thank you, Bobby.
I'm gonna vomit.
Wow, that was an absolutely appalling interview, Avon.
But like you said, Mackenzie, we're always having a good time here at UNI TV. This year's homecoming theme was Once Upon a Time. Staff throughout the campus decorated their office in a competition to show their Panther spirit. Let's see how they did.
All right, I'm Professor Bill Henniger. I'm a professor in family services. I'm also part of the homecoming committee. And we have all of the offices that want to decorate their offices in something relating to the theme of homecoming. So this year's theme is Once Upon a Time. I am in charge of that. Essentially what we do, we send out a call and everyone gets a chance to decorate their office in any creative way. We're in front of CME now. They have a drawbridge. They have cats that look like a princess and prince. And then the committee goes around on the Tuesday of homecoming. We have golf carts today, and we rate each of the offices. The offices are rated on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the best, 5 being do you remember that you registered. There are 3 different categories that people can win in. 1 is best overall, 1 is most spirited, so that is the group that sang, danced, did something that had to do with UNI and the actual theme, and then the most creative, which is whichever office used what they do for the university and the theme and the university all together. So some of the best decorations we've seen, Department of Residence actually had a Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs theme, and they had a poem written out. CME, which is where we are, had one of the best overall themes where they had decorations, they had a drawbridge, and then the culturally intensive English program had stories from all of the different countries that their students are from that were fairy tales. And then admissions had tons of food for us, and we can be bribed by food. They had great food all over that were themed with different types of fairy tales.
Thanks, Professor Bill Henniger.
Never have truer words been spoken, Kinsey.
Only the best for the best. Well, unfortunately, it looks like we're out of time for today. For UNI TV, I'm Kinsey Dare.
And I'm Mackenzie Brophy. Thanks for hanging out with us this week, and you stay classy, Cedar Falls.